Hey guys, before the video begins, I'd like to just say the developers were nice enough to hand me 4 extra copies of this game that I'm going to be giving away on my Instagram, instagram.com/partroyal. I'm going to be giving away all 4 codes before the end of February. All you have to do is be following there and make sure that you see the picture when it gets posted with the code in the description. Very easy. Join up. Link in the description for my Instagram. Enjoy the video. Why, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful frontier people. Welcome back to Eco. It has been a few days since we have posted our last video, and that's good for good reason. And I'm going to explain that to you in just a second, but before we start, I'd like to just say, if you're new here, click that subscribe button. It's just a big red button. It's free, nice and easy. And if you already have clicked that, go ahead and press the bell icon as well to make sure you're notified whenever my videos go live. Whenever everybody asks why I ask you to do that, because YouTube. That's your answer. But today, as I was saying, I'm going to explain what happened and why we were on like a 3-day hiatus. I did really enjoy the game. And I still do really enjoy the game. But we actually are on a server now. It is just like a small, tight-knit community server with some viewers of mine and demos and boomers. Long-time viewers, people that we can trust that won't purposefully kind of like troll the game. And I am now on that server. I'll show you my new base here in just a second. You just saw me actually drop off stuff at a stockpile, something new that I've been working with. Today we're going to be working with the skill tree. I don't know what I want to do for my skills yet, but we will be finding that out shortly by reading up on some of the skills. First, I wanted to make a trip over to my marker over here, which is going to lead us to Tomato Town, is pretty much what I like to call it, because you'll see why in just a moment. There's also a cute little adorable little bison over here too. You guys haven't missed much. I just built a slightly bigger house. And like I said, I've been stocking up on a bit of random items because we do want to make sure that we're not grinding too much on camera. But the game does have some type of grind to it, so that's really kind of inevitable in the long run. But welcome to Tomato Town. As you can see, was that a turkey? We're here. We're ready to pick some tomatoes. I've been looking into some of the different specialties. And I've been contemplating definitely going in either hunting or carpentering. Or being a carpenter, which we will kind of discuss internally in our brains during this episode and try to figure out what we want to do. As of right now, like I said, I'm just picking a whole bunch of tomatoes. Whole bunch of animals over there too. It's nighttime. It'll probably be nighttime for this entire episode, unfortunately. It's not too dark though, which is really nice. Nighttime tends to last quite a bit of time, so that should be enough tomatoes. 45, that'll keep us going. So before we head back, let's check out the skills. It's about time that we looked inside here. I know I avoided it in the last episode, but it's definitely something that is indeed required. We're going to use some of our skill points in Survivalist, so the way that this game works is that each of these different classes are pretty much required amongst the community of the server. If you don't have one of each of these things, you will never progress farther into the game. They all work together. They're all kind of interchangeable. One, like the carpenter will create a better bench for the chef, and the farmer will be able to supply food for the chef to cook special things. Same will the hunter, the mason, etc., etc. Everything kind of works together in certain ways, shape, or form. So with that being said, we're going to make sure that everybody on the server has a specific role to make sure we cover all the roles. Ryan has claimed the mason position. It's okay. I wasn't going to choose the mason position, so everything's kind of good on that front. I was thinking about chef slightly. In real life, I enjoy cooking, but it's very basic. It's literally campfire cooking speeds, and then you kind of run around the world and cook a bunch of stuff. And that's not exactly fun. It's not riveting at all. And then I was thinking carpenter, which is pretty nice because you get these different type of building supplies. If we go here or down here, this is a special type of axe. I believe it's more damage for the axe, it seems like. If you go to hewing, there's like board butchery tables, carpentry tables, all these different things that certain classes are definitely going to need. The carpentry tables are going to allow me to craft some really cool stuff. As is here, icebox, latrine, butchery table, which the butchery table will work. I believe for the hunter or the chef, I'm not completely sure. chairs, small tables, contract boards, tailoring tables. It's a pretty required class amongst the community. And then I was also thinking hunter, which gets you fishing and bow hunting. I thought at first this was taming. It's unfortunately not. It's just kind of like sneaking to make sure that you can approach animals nice and quiet. You can learn more than one specialty. I think at first the best specialty for me to learn is going probably to be the carpenter. But there's also a few different specialist things here. So stone axe recipe, pickaxe recipe, construction post, something that we need to learn right away to make sure that we kind of know and get what we can build. So benefits of that. Strong back increases carry weight. We don't really have a carry weight issue right now. I know it says it's discovered for us by demo, but he's just the admin on the server, so it says that he has discovered it first. So we have the bow recipe, which is really nice. A bunch of bow recipes are actually... No, it's just benefits of crafting the bow recipe. Basic crafting efficiency and 29 more benefits. Let's get some basic crafting efficiencies. And again, we'll just get some more crafting efficiencies right there. So we have 7 more skill points to go. I'm not sure what this does. Calorie efficiency increases the maximum calories by 0. Next level is 500. That's actually pretty nice. I kind of want to get a little bit of calorie efficiency here. But I do want to get into the true specialty. So we did 1 in everything here just so we get a little bit of goodies right there. And you guys can see the upgrades. And the next upgrade is going to be 5 points here, 1 point there, 2 points here, 5 points here for more weight. So we're not going to do anything there. I half want to kind of go up in logging just so we can log a lot quicker. But at the same time, that's something that I'll probably just learn off camera because we do have a pretty good number of logs on us right now inside of our stockpile. So with that, I think we're gonna be a carpenter. I think that's it. We're gonna go hewing, which is our first thing right here, which allows us to craft a whole bunch of different things, tailoring tables, etc. If we go up to level 1 here, we'll go up level 1 here as well, which unlocks here, and that's gonna give us a board recipe and a hewn long processing speed, and then our woodworking speed. So we went up one in everything there. And then we can slowly begin to level up even more. No, daytime's rolling around. I thought nighttime would last a lot longer, but it didn't. Very nice, very nice. So let's head back to our base. We have plenty of tomatoes to keep our calories up. You're supposed to be able to get some extra XP if you keep your calories up. So as you see, nutrition provides 22.7 skill per day. So plan research. Okay. Open the skill menu, mouse over professions, show all on the bottom bar. Obtain an undiscovered skill. You need to craft skill books at the research table. Whoa, holy crap. So there's even more. There's the engineer, there's a smith, and a tailor. So we haven't researched these things yet. Ryan will probably be a mason and a smith. I wouldn't mind being an engineer. That sounds pretty cool. You can actually do mechanics, industry, oil drilling. You can build a car apparently in this game. Mouse over the text link to view how to build or research the table. So it says here that you need a mechanics skill book, and that'll get you level 0, and then primitive mechanics and road to construction. Mouse over the text window. So it wants us to learn research table. Requirements must be contained within a room. Crafted at the workbench. Research table recipe. That gives you a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Wow. I knew there was more professions. I didn't know I was going to be able to see them so easily, though. Let's go ahead and not show all, though, because that's going to get quite confusing. Once we level up, we'll go up in logging a tad as well to make sure that we can chop down enough trees. We can craft our own axes now, which is really nice in case this one is getting actually rather quite close to breaking. So let me show you my house. This is my current house. I think we're going to be crafting a few different things for it. We need a floor on the inside, of course. As you can tell, it's a little messy in here. Let me do that real quick. Perfect. The roof is completely flat. I don't want it to be completely flat, so I think today we might be upgrading our house a little bit to kind of how I want it to be. Maybe explore a bit of the world. I can go over to Demo's humble abode and show you guys what his house looks like. I'm not really sure what it looks like quite yet. I don't know if he's actually working on it. And we actually have our good friend Boomer I believe starting his house somewhere in this area once he does his episode. I believe he logged off somewhere over here. So we're in spitting distance, but not too close and actually to affect each other. I'd say it takes probably about 10 minutes to circumnavigate the globe, so it's not really a huge issue by any means whatsoever. So I wouldn't really worry about us bumping heads at all. But I know for a fact the only time we're going to be actually playing with each other is if we completely need assistance or we are going to trade and get items from each other. That's kind of the plan, along with the other people on the server. So that being said, what's really cool is I actually linked my stockpile to my workbench here using the storage key right here and clicking this button. All it did was link it to the stockpile, so now I can actually craft from my stockpile. Crafted items will go into the stockpile. And we can work on the research table today, but I haven't found plant fibers anywhere. We'll look around. Standing torches, there's a whole bunch of different things in here that you guys haven't seen yet, which is absolutely awesome. One thing that I think I need to do is definitely get a carpenter table ordered up. So that's going to take a whole bunch of stuff from my stockpile over here that you guys just saw, and it's going to craft that down into a carpentry table. Construction post, that's kind of funny. It's going to tell people that you're currently constructing stuff. So with that, we should be able to find a whole bunch of advanced carpentry items in order to build up this house even cooler. Hopefully put a nice roof on it. Maybe a good floor would be real nice of some sort. This shouldn't take too long to craft, so I was going to say I could run out and go grab some plant fibers, but I'm thinking I'll do that once I have like the roof stuff starting to craft. That way we can find some plant fibers and try to get the research table going so we can just upgrade our profession a lot quicker. It'll also get us a bit of XP if we go run around and pick some food and chop down some trees. So, all right, with that, we can collect that here workbench, and we're going to put that, we'll just put it right here for now. We don't really have anything inside the house to work with, so it's not a huge issue. So as you can tell, we can make boards now out of this wood. Let's go ahead and link that to our storage real quick. Boop. And with that, we can also craft, there should be a roof of some sort, a latrine, woodworking 4, small table, a water wheel. Ooh, primitive mechanics 2. I don't have primitive mechanics yet, unfortunately. So that will provide power to us as well. A Wainwright table. A set of smoothing and woodworking tools that assist in creating wheels and transportation. Whoa, okay. Tailoring table, carpentry table, tailoring table recipe, basic backpack recipe, bear pack recipe. Okay, so that's really, really nice. You can carry a lot more items with that. A small wood sign. A door! Yes, give me a door. 5 minutes. Okay, that's a long time. And boards. I don't know what boards are going to do, but I think I want to craft a handful of those. For about 10 minutes of crafting there. Fortunately enough, we have a little bit of adventuring to do. These episodes do go on a bit longer than most games are going to. Oh, I have a tree right here that I didn't finish. Let me go ahead and finish that real quick. Bring this wood back home. Alright, that should do it. That actually added about 40 logs to our stockpile, which is really nice. Boop. I really like the stockpile system. It's very, very nice. That being said, let's go investigate Demo's home real quick while that door and those boards craft up for us. I'm actually quite curious as to his house looks like. I don't think he fully completed yet because he wanted to do most of his stuff on camera, but he just kind of began off camera. Made it. I'm also curious about the snow biome, like what kind of things are in this direction. He also said he had a lot of corn in his area, and I do currently have a quest foraging for food to find some huckleberries and some corn. I don't know what huckleberries look like. Really don't even know what they look like in real life, but I definitely know what corn looks like in real life, so we should be able to find that. Oh, this is a nice spot. We get some copper right here. We actually probably should just carry some of this home real quick with us. You know what? Actually, we're not even going to be part of that profession, so it's not a huge issue. That'd be more Demo's profession for sure. I saw his house just up here, so let's investigate it real quick, see how cute it is. Oh, you know what? He might only have a stockpile right now. He might not actually have a house in progress. I think he's just got, yeah, he's just got a carpenter bench and he's got a stockpile. This is what he's working on. As you can tell, he's got gold and copper just galore right here. So he's going to definitely be the mason And the smithy man. He's going to be the dwarf up in the mountains. So that being said, though, he said he was chopping down some trees and he found corn. So I'm going to look for some corn and see if we can't come across some. Aha! Look at that. Some beautiful corn right there. Which we will now eat because, you know, we don't have, we're full. We can't eat it. Now the goal is to find some huckleberries as well as some plant fibers. Which I don't know if you can only get through farming. Let me check the professions real quick. I'm actually quite curious. Because I know with farming you can get a scythe. And I don't... Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking. So, an desert gatherer benefits beans, beet seeds, beets, bulrush seed. And then we have the scythe, which requires gathering 1. Forest forager, birch seeds. So you can actually get tree seeds as a farmer as well. But it also seems like you don't actually get fibers by being a farmer. It seems as much, but I don't believe you do. But I haven't found plant fibers really anywhere. So like I said, I want to go walk around and investigate a tad. We've almost circumnavigated the whole globe already, as you guys can tell. Because our current home is right here. And this is us. So, as you can tell, it doesn't take that long to actually navigate the whole globe. The problem is I have to cross this big, giant ocean to get back to my home. If I go in this direction. So I don't want to go in this direction. Like I said, I'm looking for some fibers. And I'm not exactly sure how to get them. So I found out that you actually need to be basic crafting 3 in order to craft the stone scythe. So we messed up a little bit, but that's fine. If we get a couple more levels, we will receive a good amount of skill points, and then we should be able to unlock the scythe next, which will get us the plant fibers. But for right now, I believe at least my door is getting pretty close to being done crafting. At least I thought it would be. Contained within a room. No! You buttheads. This whole time it hasn't been crafting. Can we cancel? Yes, and yes. And how do we pick you up? Is there a way to pick you up? Let's see. Beautiful, right there. So it needs to be placed within a house. Let's quickly grab some hewn logs to put it on top of. There we go. We have a few right there. This whole time we have not been crafting. Of course, I know a lot of people were probably facepalming. Ones that have played Eco before were like, no, what a waste of time. It's fine, though. You live, you learn. Let's go ahead and place this down. Now, we will link it to our stockpile. And now, we will craft some boards first. Let's do like, you know, like 5 and 5. That way we can get them as time goes on. And then we'll do a singular door. And what else do we want to craft? We can't get plant fibers yet, as I just explained. Chair really doesn't do much for us. We don't have paper. Water wheel, we don't have these mechanics and whatnot. Really, we're pretty limited to the things up here for the time being. And then we'll have some boards and a door to place down. We should probably craft some more hewn logs real quick just to put a nice floor down. Because I do just kind of want a floor. Let's do just a handful more. I think probably 10 more would do it. Because, right, 10 did half of the house and 10 should do the rest of the house. Yeah, it is a 5x4, so that's 20. And if we open this up, I also saw in here, like I said, we can't get the research table yet, but that's fine. But if we get a workbench, what does the workbench do for us? Workbench recipes, arrow recipe, bow recipe, campfire recipe. Oh, we have workbench currently. I'm stupid. With those boards, we can actually craft boards down to get the bow, but we need the plant fibers, so we're going to need to wait till we level up a little bit. We actually got a level, as you guys can see right there, which is very nice. Farmer's table, don't really care about the farmer's table. Wooden hoe, wooden shovel. Whole bunch of cool stuff in here. A stove. We don't have a campfire yet. We should probably get one of those crafting. And I was thinking about, we already have the carpenter table. We can craft a mason table, which is going to be able to make a bakery oven, a kiln, a masonry pitch, and a repair station. Sure, let's just get a whole bunch of this stuff going. All the stuff that we can craft right now, we might as well get it going. So with that, we actually have some boards. I don't know how boards work. Can they be placed down? No, it seems like they may just be a building material of some sort. So we can't throw the boards in storage. That's unfortunate. We'd have to build a chest, which we probably should anyway, I'm assuming. But do we need to be a certain level for a storage chest? No, we don't. Level 8, or just 8 logs right there. So we have a whole bunch of stuff going in here. We have the carpentry bench going with a whole bunch of stuff as well. Some boards, which actually aren't even necessary right now. So I think we're going to cancel that project real quick so we can get the door going. I want to place down the door at least today. Got 10 hewn logs in here already. So we can put our floor down and be able to put some more items in here. I want to have a nice bed in here by the end of the episode. Or not a bed, a door on the house, at least by the end of the episode. We're slowly but surely extending the beach out a little bit further too. Like I said, I did want to do a bit of hunting and do some fishing out there to get some nice food. Maybe that'll level us up a bit more as well. But for the time being, we're kind of in the position where it's just kind of a waiting game. The sun is going down. But we have a whole bunch of stuff crafting. We got a nice campfire, which I think I'm going to put out here. We're going to have a nice, like, common area. Maybe I can place it, like, here. Nice. And how do we actually get this lit is the question. Ooh, binoc, which gives us carbs and some other stuff. Seems like campfire creations are only for certain cooking levels. Cooked bison. So look at all these campfire cooking stuff, all this different stuff. You can render fat. I'm assuming you need to render fat for some type of oil that somebody else is going to need. It's nice to have here. We could power it up and get some, you know, power it up and get some, you know, some light going. So with this, we can actually take some wood out of here and power this up. And will it light itself up when it's being used? Or I think it'll only light its stuff up when you're actually cooking stuff. I just wanted to put a couple chairs around it, maybe. You know, in case somebody decides to visit. It'd be kind of nice to have some chairs around it. How long does the chair take? Ah, woodworking too, and a whole bunch of stuff. Holy crap. Screw that. Alright, so we're gonna, while we wait for that door to craft, I'm gonna continue to chop down a few trees in the area. Uh-oh, do we have a repair bench yet? No, we got a masonry table, and the repair bench is after that, so let's wait a little bit. I'm assuming that this is probably going to be needed to be used inside. Status, contained within a room. Is this technically not contained? This is not contained within a room, but it's... Oh, it's also not crafting anymore. Is that because I took off the floor there? Or what is it for? Do we need to close it in? Collect that. Let's go ahead and cancel that. And we'll get another storage chest crafting shortly after. Another repair bench. Put a repair bench right there. Actually kind of want to move this real quick. Put you there. Just looks a lot better. Does this need to be inside of here? No, I don't think so. Repair cost. 5 stone. Link it to the stockpile. Repair. Beautiful. So now I can chop down a few more trees while everything else is crafting. I do need to put a couple of hewn logs on the front door just to get things building. I'm assuming. Now does it count as an indoor? It does not. I'm just going to close it. Now I hear things crafting. Yep. I hear the carpenter bench inside actually crafting down some items now. So I guess that'll just have to do for now. Let's go ahead and throw that hewn log back away. I'm going to work on chopping down a few different trees, getting a little bit more wood in the system. That way we don't have to keep chopping down a ton of trees, which we're going to have to keep doing. It seems like obviously you need a whole bunch of wood and stone to do everything towards the beginning of the game. But I'm going to chop down some trees and I'll return when the door is ready to go. Alright, so we've been gathering wood for quite a bit of time now, as you guys can tell. Nice and organized. Plenty of wood. We're all out of stone, but that's not a huge issue. We can easily get some just up the cliffside from us. We have a nice storage bench, and I believe the door is done. So we can now grab the door, and we can place our beautiful, lovely door right there, which we're just going to give ourselves the only right to open it, which is a right click to open, which is going to take a lot of getting used to, but it'll do. It'll do. There we go. Put that away. All right, so let's go ahead and open her up, close her down. Let's see if that now makes it so that this, yep, this is technically inside. 50 meter used by objects in a room. Carpeting table uses 25. Oh, so you actually have to make your base bigger based on how close it is to certain items. That's kind of nuts. Okay. And with that, what can we actually do with this here is the question. We can create a mill. A mill refines food resource by crushing them under a stone millstone. Okay. That's kind of nice. Mortared stone, so we can actually build our house out of stone, it seems like. But it uses pitch. And pitch is crafted in a bakery oven. So that's actually not exactly easy. We can also make it with sand. Okay, that's not too hard. So if we really wanted to make ourselves a nice stone house, we now have the option. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too easy to do. I'm thinking maybe we could like kind of do a mixture between stone and wood, but we'll do that as time kind of rolls around, because that's going to take quite a bit of time for us to craft. We have our new storage container, though, which I am also going to put inside. What kind of storage does this thing have? Oh, that's pretty good. We'll link it to our campfire and our stockpile here. But let me store some items here, because we do have an excess of seeds and plants and a few other things that we don't need on us exactly right now. This is my deed. I'm going to hold on to my deed. That's probably a good idea. Throw that all in there. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, playing some more eco. Our base is coming along pretty beautifully, if I do say so myself. Give it a nice screenshot. I think it deserves that. In the next episode, we'll obviously just be progressing a bit more. Some things will obviously change off camera and on camera based on kind of how I want the episode to go. We'll gather and whatnot off camera most of the time, or just kind of in the middle of episodes and whatnot. But I hope you did enjoy today's eco experience. Make sure to still click that sub button and make sure you click the notification icon to make sure that you get my videos. Make sure. I appreciate all the support on the series so far. We're also going to be doing that giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So be sure to enter. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Love you all. See you guys later.